I've got the window open, so 'cause maybe some birds outside you can hear. A little bit of birds. There they are. I don't know whether you can hear that. They're chirping. Yeah, it's pretty moderate temperature up here in northern Indiana. And we're getting some pretty good weather compared to what we've had for a long time. For months and months and months, we've had cold weather. So it's nice to have cool, it goes from cold to hot up here pretty quickly. And then it slowly goes to cold, somewhat slowly goes to cold when it gets into October. And it's bearable because we had hot weather before that. People think they can disobey Jesus. I mean, Jesus said, "These are my commandments." Moses gave commandments. And the writer of Hebrews, which is probably Paul, he was probably not mentioned because he didn't want to get people into trouble, because Jews were not supposed to follow the way. I mean, some of them did, but they were very hostile against Paul because he went to the nations. But he said, but I think it was Paul that said, or the Hebrew writer said, or the writer of Hebrews said, we must pay closer attention, because, he says there that those who disobeyed received judgment back in the Old Testament. And people think, well, there's no judgment anymore because Jesus came. Jesus said, "Why do you call me master, master, and don't do what I say?" So Jesus gave commandments. He said, many will say to me on that day, "Master, Master, did we not prophesy in your name and cast out demons in your name?" Something like that. "And in your name do many works of power," is the Greek word for it, works of power. "We did all this stuff in your name." And you said, "Leave me, I don't know you or where you're from. I don't know you where you're from. Leave me, you workers of lawlessness," is the Greek. So people think there is no consequence for disobeying Jesus. People think there's just no consequence because Jesus came. We don't even have to believe. I mean, that was what somebody said. I don't want to say who it was. Very famous preacher from old times. He said, we don't have to, the attitude is we just don't have to just ignore Jesus. Be saved, not even have faith. We don't even need to have faith. Just be good people or whatever. You have to obey Jesus' commandments.